Hello, and welcome back to the Backrooms Documentaries. This episode will talk about 3 more entities of the Backrooms, entities 20, 21, and 22. Without further ado, enjoy this episode. Entity 20 was once the thing on level 7, but it was replaced on the database as people have discovered another. That entity in question is a species called Skids. Their IETS rating is 0F, and they are identical to Anomalocaris, which was an organism from the Cambrian era that went extinct from reality around 448 million years ago. They're extremely common, being found in almost every level of the Backrooms. They're also edible, which makes them one of the primary sources of nutrition in the Backrooms. Unlike the actual Anomalocaris, Skids are completely harmless, and they're just creatures that roam the Backrooms with no goal or purpose. Entities like clumps, hounds, facelings, skin stealers, and wretches don't get aggressive towards them, but death moths, dolors, and revyokes do. There are key differences between Skids and Anomalocaris, as Anomalocaris are smart apex predators, but Skids are the exact opposite. Skids also don't need food, water, or other forms of energy. Skids are known to survive on not just water, but on land too, unlike Anomalocaris, only surviving in water. Skids also have a large form of nutrients, which means they are edible, even if they are raw, and you'll be just fine. They don't reproduce. Instead, they can literally clone one another using a method called mitosis. It's possible that this is why Skids have infested most levels of the Backrooms. Skids were discovered on July 3rd, 2013 by an MEG member in Level 5's Beverly Room. There isn't really a do and don't section of these entities, as they're completely harmless and they're just a valid food source. This next entity is difficult to study, but I'll try my best to break it down. Entity 21 of the Backrooms, also known as Hookhead, has an unknown IETS rating. The article is similar to a radio displaying a Halloween story, but it's actually a true story of the initial discovery of Entity 21. Hookhead was discovered in level 69 on Hallows Eve, or October 30th. Hookhead takes the physical appearance of a humanoid figure that appears male, but his head is replaced with that of a large hook, hence the name Hookhead. He typically ends his victims by making them hear sounds of scratching coming from hooks, making them alarmed, scared, and vulnerable. Then, at this point, it's already too late, and you probably know what happens next. That's all of the information I could find at this point until further research. When you encounter an instance of Entity 21, if you hear the sound of hooks scratching the surface, stay calm and exit the area, but do it quickly because Hookhead will attack very quickly after scratching. Don't just stay there, because if you do, you're done for, and Hookhead would have gotten you already. Moving on to Entity 22. Entity 22 of the Backrooms, also known as Warning Kites, have an unknown IETS rating, but the best estimate is likely 0D+. Warning Kites are only located in outdoor-themed levels, and they take the physical form of normal kites. Each kite varies in design, and they can only be found if Wanderer is about to be in danger. Other than that, you can't normally find these warning kites. They typically fly in the opposite direction of the danger, which is normally hostile entities, and this is their best method of letting people know that there is danger nearby. If you are completely underneath these kites, you might hear the sounds of childish laughter and cheering. The louder the sounds, the closer you are to the danger. Warning kites won't hurt anyone, but they won't stop any danger from getting towards Wanderers. Warning kites will only warn the Wanderers about the incoming danger. The number of kites in the sky will increase depending on the amount of danger. For example, if there is only one death moth nearby, you might just see only 1 or 2 kites. However, if there are around 50 hounds within your proximity, then you might see hundreds of warning kites. If you get out of the range of these entities, typically around 60 meters away, they will explode, releasing a bunch of confetti along with the sound of childish cheering. These entities were first discovered on May 28, 2021, when a Wanderer was in proximity of 2 skin stealers, and he followed the kites. He was then rescued by the MEG. When you encounter warning kites, follow them. If you feel like you are in danger, look up in search of warning kites. Don't ignore, take down, or run away from Entity 22. That is it for this episode, and I hope you enjoyed. The next episode will talk about 3 more entities, but until then, I will see you in the next episode.